One really effective tool that will help you level up your meditation, that will help you achieve your goals quickly, is visualization. Now, visualization, when you talk about it, it does sound like some little child type thing, or we're just going to imagine what we're doing, we're just going to, it's not a reality anyway. But believe me, visualization is such an effective tool in guiding your brain, rewiring your brain, reprogramming your brain to focus on the goal that it wants to achieve. Now, take this example. A missile that is launched has a destination. It doesn't get launched without a destination being pre-programmed inside of the computer that launches it. Similarly, your brain needs a target, your brain needs a destination on where to go, or where the goal is, what it wants to achieve. There was a guy back in my 7-8 years ago when I was at work, and he used to say to me, I was on fitness back then, and he said to me, Atik, if you want a six-pack, you have to visualize yourself and see yourself with a six-pack. And honestly, at the time I thought, what's he on about? Seeing myself with a six-pack, how can I see myself with a six-pack when I'm not at that stage right now? I can't imagine it. The whole point is I want to get there first, and then I can be okay, I've achieved it. But over the years, I've thought about this practice and I've read about it, and he was 100% correct. When you visualize yourself at the destination, when you visualize yourself with that six-pack, or with those, with that success, or with the confidence that you want, your brain will automatically get in gear, and your habits will start to align because you're so focused on that destination. Okay, so an example is recently one of my friends, a guy that I'm coaching, he said to me that he was meditating and he was visualizing himself with these big guns, like biceps, not actual guns, right? And he was visualizing himself in front of a mirror because he wants to become fit and really jacked. So he visualized himself as being jacked and having all this success. And during that meditation visualization, it just got him so happy and he just couldn't contain his smile. Now, that may sound a bit cringe, but that's exactly how it works. You just need to focus on the visualization aspect again and again and again, and drill that visualization in until it becomes a solid practice. So how do you do it? Very simple. You first have to meditate, right? Hopefully you are meditating. So you've got to meditate. During your meditation practice, when you close your eyes and you take deep breaths in, there are a few ways you can do this. So the first way is imagine, this is all about imagination, by the way. So imagine there's a screen that's appeared in front of you whilst your eyes are closed, and it's almost like you're watching yourself through this screen on a movie, and you're watching yourself having achieved what you want to achieve. This is something that Maxwell Maltz talks about in the book Psycho-Cybernetics. It's an amazing book. It talks about mental pictures and mental frame, and he specifies this practice in that book. I would 100% recommend that you read that book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, if you haven't already. Fantastic book, and it actually talks about case studies through which people have leveled up their skills and their practices through the act of visualization. So that's step number one, simply imagining a screen in front of you and visualizing, seeing yourself on that screen and seeing yourself tick off your habits, or achieve what you want to achieve through that practice. Step number two, or rather practice number two, is forget about the screen. And this is the practice that mostly resonates with me. The screen practice doesn't really work for me. I find it difficult to do that. So what works for me, which is what I'm being completely honest about, is not using the screen, although that may work for some people. It clearly has, as Maxwell Maltz has explained. But this second practice, which is simply just whilst you're meditating, just simply imagine yourself having that 10-10 body, or having that financial success, looking at your bank balance and it, increasing, and look, the thing is, I understand there's a fine line between, like, this is not about excuse me, this is not about simply thinking about something and you're going to attract it and, oh yeah, it's all of a sudden going to happen. Like, that's not the point here. The point here is to give your brain a destination, to visualize your success. Just do it for a couple of weeks and you'll feel that your habits will align. I'm visualizing myself reaching my goals, and I can already feel a change of habits, a change in the small things in my daily life, in my day-to-day, that are going to affect or have a direct impact on my overall goal. So I'm already visualizing myself as having 15% body fat, as being jacked, for example. That's one of my goals. So automatically I'm now noticing that during my day, where there are temptations or distractions to have that snack or have that tea, or, you know, not go to the healthy option, I'm automatically now going to the healthy option, or forcing myself almost, or even like automatically just navigating through choices and options that make better sense for me. So step number 1 for you is to identify where you want to be. What are your goals? That's step number 1. What do you want to achieve? Step number 2, meditate and visualize yourself having already achieved those goals. Give your brain this destination, give your brain this target for you to achieve. And step number 3, just relentlessly practice this. Put the reps in. Practice it again and again and again, every day when you're meditating, every day when you're so when you've sat down and allocated a portion of your day to meditate. Incorporate your visualization practice during that meditation, and you will certainly find that this will help you in the future to achieve your goals and get to where you want to get to. It's definitely helping me, and I'm sure it will help you if you're doing it consistently and you actually believe in what you're doing. That's all for today. If you have any questions or any comments, I'd love to hear them. Put them in the comment section. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.